Here we are, welcome. My name is Torrin Atkinson. Today we are drawing a wolf in sheep's clothing from the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual II. And I'm here every week on Sunday at about this time. And if you're not watching live, it is 10:02 on a Sunday morning. And I'm just going to turn my music volume down here so I don't get distracted by this amazing playlist I've made for all of you. I am a dungeon master. I am a storyboard artist. I'm an illustrator for books and games. And I'm a sometimes voice actor. And my birthday's coming up in, in 3 months. What is it, May? No, April. No, April, May. Yeah, 3 months. And I'm going to have a little convention. A little gaming convention. Small gaming convention. Where I will hopefully finally get to play the new edition of Delta Green, the Call of Cthulhu-esque modern conspiracy role-playing game. K-Tiff is in the chat. Welcome. Hello. Good thing I checked for this. My notifications didn't go off. Howdy. Welcome. As always, as I do every single time, I remind you, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/Torrin Atkinson. You can sign up for $1 a month. I am on the Blue Sky. You can see my artwork on the Blue Sky and on the Instagram and right here on the YouTube. I do a bunch of different things. We'll talk about one of those things in a second. And of course, I have original art from my storied history as an illustrator for Dungeons & Dragons and other games. Right here at the website, at the top of your screen, torrinatkinson.com/artwork/original art for sale. And now we don't need this anymore. Come on. Oh, it's because... There we go. All right. This is the wolf in sheep's clothing. There's a little more to it. There's a description that goes with it. But there's not much to it. It says... What does it say? Where's my... Here we are. It lurks in undergrowth and grassy meadowlands. Yes, it creeps slowly from place to place using its 7 root tentacles for locomotion and even to capture live play. Its 2 or 3 eye stalks are long enough to give the monster excellent wide-angle vision. While the actual body stump of the wolf in sheep's clothing can stand 9 hit dice of damage, that's meaningless. Its appendages can be broken, blah, blah, blah. It can regenerate appendages, blah, blah, blah. Successful strike inflicts damage, blah, blah, blah. The prey will then be drawn to the stump's maw next round. And then it tells you how much damage it does. The wolf in sheep's clothing is 90% likely to attack by surprise. It uses its resemblance to a tree stump or its ability to sprout a growth resembling a small furry creature to attract prey. The lure growth is moved so as to look at approaching prey, and then it will freeze so as to be unnoticed. The body of the wolf in sheep's clothing appears to be a grayish-brown tree stump from 2 to 3 feet in diameter. Eye stalks are 10 to 15 feet long. Wow, the eye stalks are super long. More so than in the drawing. Brown near the base, green at the tips, with pinkish or violet flower-like eyes. Okay, we'll have to remember that they're flower-like eyes because the drawing doesn't really show that, the illustration from the book. Roots are from 9 to 12 feet long. The vertical maw located in the trunk has jagged teeth and thick black lips. Ooh, thick black lips. When shut, it appears to be an old scar on a normal tree stump. So that's the description. Good times, good times. Monica, hello, welcome. And what else can I say? Let me just delete this whole all this stuff here. All right, let me save my work. And where is I've got some more illustrations. I'm not sure what this is from. Probably like Monsters of the Multiverse or something. But you can see that they've made some changes. They do have the flower-like stalks here, which is nice. Or the flowery eyes, kind of, sort of. This is a very rabbity-looking rabbit. It's got the vertical mouth. It's got the roots. It doesn't have black lips, but it does have these weird kind of flanges. I'm not sure how I feel about that. And then one more to look at here from the Monster Manual Expanded 3 previews. It's no longer just a furry woodland creature. Apparently, it can be like an elf with gold. Where I don't see any eyes on this one. I don't see any eye stalks. Yeah, it's eyeless, but there's this skull on the bottom, so that's nice. So I don't think I need that one. This one has like spikes on some of, oh no, on all of the roots. I probably won't do that. But maybe. Yeah, so that one's fine. And then, oh, here we go. This is from the blog from Michael Bukowski. It's called Blog Sathoth, and he doesn't have exactly the black flowery lips, but it does have, or the black lips, but it does have the flowery eyes. So that's great. And Michael Bukowski also did a shirt design for my band, The Darkest of Those Hillside Thickets. And if I still have the window open, yeah, here it is here. Look at that. Look at that beautiful, horrible thing. So you can get that at Threadless. For The Darkest of the Hillside Thickets, threadless.com. Also a little plug for my band and for Michael Bukowski. Yeah, check out his blog. His blog Sathos is also pretty much monsters. And this appeared, this monster first appeared in Expedition to the Barrier Peaks, which I believe is the same module, D&D module that the Vegapygmy appeared in, which I did last weekend. The Velvet Vegapygmy. So this time we're going to do, I wrote it down, we're going to do Warduke gets a wet willy from a watchet wolf in sheep's clothing, while a wapiti watches from the wood. We'll see if we have time to do the wapiti. And you might ask, who is Warduke? Well, I'm glad you asked that. I'm glad. I'm happy. Because Warduke, there he is. He appeared in the 1983 D&D cartoon episode, In Search of the Dungeon Master. And I think he was kind of like the answer to, it was D&D's answer to Boba Fett from Star Wars, of course. Being the cool bounty hunter who wore a mask, who wore a helmet. He was also a toy. Yes, Katie, that is correct. He was one of the few D&D toys where the D&D toys matched up with the characters in the D&D cartoon, which is a weird thing to have to say. But there's also a more recent toy. Look at that. That's the more recent toy. We might use this as reference as well, because I'm going to draw Warduke. And Warduke has a history in the game as well. He was in this book, the 1984, so this came after the D&D cartoon, Quest for the Heartstone, which is a notoriously poorly reviewed. I will say that. I've never played it, I've never read it, but it is a poorly viewed adventure. But it has Warduke in it. He's right on the cover. And if you want to know his stats, there's his stats. He's a chaotic 8th level fighter. He's got a high strength and a low intelligence. And his sword, okay, here's the funny thing. His sword, in all of the permutations of the game, he has a flaming sword. But in his original appearance, let me show you. I'm going to show you right now. Let me get to my... We're going to go to my... What is this? This is my YouTube channel where I, a storyboard artist, reacts to the D&D cartoon. We'll talk a little bit about... You can, sorry, you can see I'm talking. But anyway, there's Warduke. I should just mute it. All right. See, his sword creates this ice that traps the Dungeon Master. So there's that. So now you've seen that this opportunity to remind you that I do other fun stuff on my YouTube channel. So We can get rid of this. I guess maybe we'll keep this one because that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good reference for Warduke there. Maybe I'll even put him on the left side of the screen. I mean the right side of the screen. Anything else to show you? I did Blocks of Thoth. There's a Wapiti in case I want to use it. It's just a Wapiti is just an elk. And the color we are going to use is Watch It, which I grabbed from the internet, the Google. Do I have anything else to say about the wolf in sheep's clothing? I don't think so. I don't think so. So there we go. Let's figure out. Hey, Evil Critters here. Welcome. Welcome on this W day. So I got my pens here. I'm switching it up today. I'm going to use the Rube pen. Normally I use the Chisla from True Grip, but I decided today to use the what is it called? The Rube pen. There it is. Look at it. You can get really close. You can see it's got kind of an edge to it. It's kind of like a bit transparent. I like it. All right. So, have I shown you everything I want to show you? Oh, there's Timothy Truman's drawing from 1982. Oh, drew it in 1982, but appeared in 1984 in the in Quest for the Heartstone. Let me get rid of all this. No, I do want it to be contiguous. There we go. Look at that beautiful thing. Timothy Truman. If you don't know who he is, look him up. Okay, and we got the toy, and we got this thing here, and those are bullywugs he's with, which I've also drawn in a previous video 2 years ago. All right, Warduke. I like the cartoon better. Let's compare. Let's take a second to compare the different versions, because this is definitely a more simpler version. The toy is about the same. He's got more scales on him, obviously. He's got more texture. But I don't see anything. Oh, there's one difference here. He had a gauntlet. Let me just draw that in for no reason. He had his gauntlet. He doesn't have a shield in this one. Timothy Truman, he's got a shield. Oh, there's something going on down here. Let me fix that. He's got a shield. Oh, there's something going on up here too. Oh my God. He's got, I think this is pretty, yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah, the helmet's just a little more ornate, but other than that, that's fine. And then on the cover of Quest for the Heartstone, the only thing is he's got the chainmail sleeve, which he doesn't have on here, but he could. Asymmetry, that's what we call that. Okay, so I'll keep these close to hand, and we will begin our drawing. We are going to try to draw the wolf in sheep's clothing in 20 minutes. It is 10:15. Oh, somebody else has entered the chat. Zentron is here. Welcome. Why does he have one purple leg? Well, is it purple? Yeah, I guess it is purple, isn't it? I think it's supposed to be a chain pants. Yeah. And this one here too also has a chain sleeve. He only has chainmail. Like, how do you wear that? How do you wear one pant? It's not even pants. It's pant. That's weird. Okay, but we will figure it out. Okay, so let me get to my drawing layer. It is 10:16, so we want to be done at 10:36. Just write that up there. And let us begin. So I think I'll go from a nice low angle. Here's our ground layer. We'll put maybe I think I'll have him. I don't want to. Well, we'll see. This is Warduke getting a wet willy. There's this. His waists, Warduke's waist. He's gonna, since we can't see his ear, let me check his helmet again. We'll have to do, nope, not that one. Wrong. Warduke. We'll have to get under his, we'll have to really be leaning back because the tentacle's gonna have to go underneath his helmet. Yeah, that's my drawing layer. Let me just label that with a bunch of D's. So really, the wet willy is coming in, and probably he'll be. Where would I feel like a sword would be like in the way, so maybe we will have him weaponless. A weaponless Warduke. I'll have to add that. Where's my W? I just don't want to forget. Weaponless Warduke, also a W word. When we come around to that at the end. So, my gosh. What will he do? We won't bother with the minutia of the helmet. Let me just figure out where his arms will be. Feel like that? That's a weird angle. Maybe his other hand will be coming down here and it can be grabbing the tentacle like that. Yes, I feel like that's more. Then we can get that, right? And then he's going to have his pauldron there. And then, oh, it's a good thing I did life drawing last week. And a shaggy. We won't draw. I guess we won't worry. I'm not worrying about a shield either. All right, so his other shoulder, and then coming down like that. Okay, great. He's getting a wet willy from the from the wolf in sheep's clothing, which will be here. The big mouth, the roots. Let's have it wrapping around his other foot as well. Roots. Maybe we don't have room for the wapiti. We might have to. I don't like that. I don't like that tentacle. It doesn't look rooty enough. Something like that. And then, how many eye stalks do we want to do? 2 or 3? Chime it. Make your vote known in the chat. 2 or 3 eye stalks. And what kind of creature? Because you will notice. I noticed. In the later edition, the 5th edition, I think I closed the window, but there was like a random table for what the furry creature would be. I think the bunny probably works just fine. Just put a little bunny here. A furry woodland creature. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-dum. And then later today, I will be drawing. I'll be doing more drawings. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay, so here's the tentacle. Maybe we'll have another one coming around the back. I feel like this is fine. It doesn't need to be very big. A little bunny. I should have done research for a bunny. I feel like it only has to be like vaguely bunny shaped because it's I feel like, oh my god. I can't draw ears, apparently. I can't draw bunny ears. When have I ever drawn a bunny before? I think I drew one for the show I've been working on. My day job. Look at that cute little bunny. Oh, it's too big. It's too big. Okay. It's a cute, pudgy little bunny. Right? Doesn't really look furry though, does it? Let's give it a little bit of texture. Alright, that's our bunny. Seems to have this weird eye scar. Let's fix that. That's a bunny. Weasel on the list? Oh, that would have been, I would have, Evil Critter, I gotta run, I need to watch this later. Well, thank you. Kill Switch is here. Busy today, but wanted to say hi. Hope all are well. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining us. Even if you can't stay, thanks for coming to say hi. Let's. Oh, hello. What the hell was that? Press the wrong button. I feel like. I feel like some Star Wars music, Star Trek music. It's supposed to be like rooty, right? It's not. It is a plant. It's a mobile plant, so it would have. I can lean into the bark-like texture. Just want to find a better way. Maybe a little bit higher. Get some jaggedy. Actually, you know what I'll do is I learned this lesson from a previous 20-minute monster. Just draw all that nice and dark. And then I can draw those teeth with my eraser. Let's get those black lips, shall we? Dun, 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 dun. Right? Right? Well, blackish anyway. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, come on now, eraser. I went to some yard sales yesterday. I went for a nice long bike ride out to Burnaby, which is a suburb of Vancouver, some distance away. Took me about a half an hour to bike out there. And then there were three or two. There were a couple. No, there were three. There were three. It's just looking too ropey and not enough. Not branchy enough. Right? That's better. Okay, let's draw. Let's get Warduke down. We can't forget to do his eyes. Let's put... Did we decide 2 or 3? Did anyone in the chat say anything? Kate of 3. Okay, we're doing 3. Thank you. Flowery eyes. Eerie music for an eerie monster. I didn't leave enough room for the other eyes, so let me draw all the eyes first. Rosy eyes. That one's even better than the first one. And then last one, it could be over here. Sure, why not? Actually, let's do. Not reading super well, so let's do the. Make them look a little creepy. Does that look? Those look like eyes? I think they do. All right, start with the furthest one away. The furthest. Oh my God! I hate when that happens. Erase. Erase, erase, erase. All right. Where are they coming out of? Let me look at the original. They're coming out, well, really from the bottom. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, and those are really rooty. I got to add more little jaggedy roots on the bottom tentacles. Okay, that's good to know. So let's. Where's my drawing layer? I could just have them go a bit down. I mean, I might as well make these just one. Why not? Something like that. That looks fine. Bum, bum, bum. All right, Warduke, how are we doing for time? We are halfway through, halfway done. 10:26. We've got 10 more minutes. All right, Warduke, let's do your anatomy. This arm, his left arm, in some cases has a gauntlet. Okay, let me find the Tim Truman. Sure, let's do that. Let's go old school. All right, and so basically he has a gauntlet on both hands. That's fine. Oh, I gotta draw a sword because he's weaponless. Okay, god damn it. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, that's fine. Let's lock this layer so I don't do that again. I'll come back to this tentacle because I want to have his sword. There's his sword. What does his sword look like? It's just a sword. But I will do some ice on the sword. Just. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful icy sword. Let's give him a center line too. Okay. Oh no. It's got a thing. There we go. It's got like a He-Man thing going on there. Okay, cool. The magic sword of He-Man. Okay, here we go. Get some. I feel like my brush is too big. Let's bring it down. Bringing it down. And then this is the gauntlet. Okay, I see. God damn it. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. The little thing is bothering me. The gauntlet. Something like that. We don't need to get too specific. And then this is his. His, what do you call it? Pauldron? Is that what the word I used earlier? Something like that. This is his deltoid, of course. And so this, you can just, this is all. That looks terrible, but what are you going to do? His leg. Let's go to his leg and do that as well. He's got the... Oh, I don't like that. Let me check. Let me check the original. The original Warduke, that is. Oh, he does have spikes. Okay. All right. I guess we're doing that. Okay. I didn't think he had those spikes on us. It's kind of awkward. Bum, 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 ba-dum, dum, bum, 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 bum. This can all just be. Okay, okay. Oh, that was supposed to be his. His, what was I gonna say? His, little dagger there. If I had time, I would do this properly. But I don't have time. Let's have it go over. Put some rooty bits on there. And then I'm not going to draw the spikes. I'm just not going to do it. And then they feel I can do this leg in shadow as well. And then the other leg. Oh my god. Let's draw this big old belt. This big old wrestler belt with a skull on the front. Maybe I just... He's weaponless, so I'm not going to draw his... I'm not going to draw his other... his dagger either. Okay. This does not have any... No. Does not have any, what's the word I'm looking for? Armor on it. Armor, chainmail is the word. Alright, so... Yeah, I think that's fine. Old-timey music, who likes it? Anatomy is not quite right, but that's fine. When the old man died. I feel like I'm channeling Timothy Truman right now. Okay, cool. We're making progress. How are we doing for time? 10:32. Oh my God, we're running out of time. When the old man... I guess this would be his rib cage here. We got his belts coming over here. I really got to make sure I get his helmet right. That's like his defining feature. I'll change the position of his hand here. Something like that. Never do again when the old man died. All right, let's do his helmet. Let's get in here. This is an awkward thing. This is really awkward. Never again when the old man died. This is neck. But we're not really going to see his... Well, we'll see some of his neck. He's getting the wet willy. How do I draw this? It's getting a wet willy. Okay. I mean, that's kind of vaguely helmetish. Right? Something like that. God. I'm going to submit this for Warduke Wednesday. I'll tell you that much. Which is a thing on some of the groups I'm in. Right? Da, da, da. Sure. Let's put this all in shadow. Just do that. All right, that's Warduke. I think we're... Oh, okay. Okay. Now to draw... Look at that bicep. And that tricep. Right? Something like that. He's getting the wet willy. It's a little confusing. All these lines. Oh, he's got an amulet here too. Okay, God. You're so busy. A lot of textures going on. This would be his neck there somewhere. Let's get that. Let's get that muscly. Let's give him a nipple because this isn't Saturday morning cartoons. There's a six-pack down here. Good enough. I feel like that's Warduke. All right. We can get rid of the... We drew Warduke. We just got a couple more tentacles to do, and we'll see if we have time for the Wapiti in the woods. I feel like we don't Even if we had time, we don't really have space. Where was that other tentacle coming from? I've confused myself now. All right, let's just forget that tentacle. It's going to take too much time. Just draw nice. I feel like his foot should really be coming out to here. Should there be grass? It's in a forest, right? Where's his shield? Nobody knows. Nobody knows where his shield is. I think this is turning out to be not terrible. Weightlifter Warduke. Yeah, what will this Warduke art be used in? It will be used in me promoting my art. It's not set for anything. None of my 20-minute monsters are specifically made for anything but your enjoyment and my enjoyment. Oops. How are we doing for time? 10:38. Oh, we're over. Okay. I guess we're done. I guess I'm not drawing the Wapiti, which is too bad. Maybe I will. Should I take the time to draw a Wapiti? I'll just have to shrink this down. We are over time, but we're going to spend some extra time drawing the Wapiti in the woods. It is going to be very small. I'm probably just going to trace it. Give him a little down here. I feel like I still need more space. Just put him down here. I mean, it's a gag, right? There's always time for a good gag. Yeah, that's about right. It's just gonna be so quick. I could have drawn it. I easily could have drawn this, but let's give him a little tail. Let's make his tail wagging. Okay. There's our Wapiti in the woods. Okay, it doesn't really look like Wapiti. I should have just drew it instead of tracing it. Let me fix his face if I can. So he's looking a little bit more where the action is. Let's give him some ears. That's fine. Wapiti in the woods. All right, so now we got to draw some woods. That's fine. We can draw woods. Tree trunks in the background. Here, there's a couple of birds. It's a pastoral scene. So this has been... Thank you for joining me, everyone. Let's save my work. You know what, though? Let's do this. I know I said we were done, but we're not done. Change to my favorite coloring. And let's get that... what's the color? Watch it. The watch it color in there. There's the watch it. Who watches the watch it? We can do him too. Because why not? I feel like he doesn't have enough tentacles now that it's all said and done, but that's fine. Let's give a little. Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. Just go almost white, and then just a couple. Fuck. Now I regret. Okay, we can still do it. I just want to get these flowers in here. There we go. And then if I do, let's just go full white. Change my brush. That one's fine. Just a little tiny bit on the teeth, on the sword, on the ice, and then just to give him an outline so he's not so... Right? Does this make sense for anyone? Just so, and then we can get more of the texture on that. And his nipple. Always highlight the nipple. That's my... Okay. I'm going to sign my name. Torin, 2025. That doesn't really look like my signature, but let me fix it then. 2025. This is the... What did we say it was? Ugh. Move it up to the top. B. Make a new layer. Weaponless. Warduke gets wet. Is Willie IE or... I know Willie the name. I don't know about a wet Willie. Is it IE or Y? A wet Willie from Watch It Wolf in sheep's clothing while Wapiti watches in the woods. Willie, yeah, so I got it right. Okay, thank you, everyone. Six Intruder, oh, hello. I didn't notice. And Jesse D, oh my God. I saw your comment, but I didn't read your name. Welcome, 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 welcome. This has been a, so I can delete that, 20-minute, let me get my thing here so I don't over, monster. Next week will be, that's fine. I'm not going to fiddle with it anymore. Some things I want to fix, but next week will be the letter X. And there's only two. There's only two entries. One of them is... where is it? Where is it? What am I looking at here? Yeah, the Zarin. There's the Zarin, which looks like a Zorn, but I guess it's the Karen version of a Zorn. I don't know. And then over here is the Zag-Ye and the Zeg-Yi. Did I say it right? Zag-Ya and Zeg-Yi. Creatures from the positive material plane and negative material plane. Kind of interesting. So those are the only two choices for next week. I hope to see you there. As I'm sure you already have. Willie is a polite term for the male member. Oh, interesting, yes. It'll be Willie in this case. Then okay. Now I'm gonna look it up because I've got two different spellings coming from the people in the chat. Wet Willie or Wet Willie? Merriam-Webster says Y. Wiktionary says Y. Urban Dictionary says IE. So I guess it doesn't matter. If anyone calls me on it, I can say it. I don't care. But thank you. Caitiff Zag-Yi sounds cool. Yeah, I mean, I've already done a Zorn when I did the first Monster Manual. So I'll probably not do a Zarin, which is just a variant of a Zorn. So, yeah, thanks for coming. Do the liking, do the subscribing. You know you want to. Check out Warduke in the D&D episode In Search of the Dungeon Master, which I did my storyboard artist reacts video right here on this channel. Have a great Sunday. I will see you next time on the internet. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.